in my studio, I'm building a new room for Gabriel Cavazos when he comes and visits me. It's another computer station, and I'm sitting in that room right now, and I'm talking to you guys. So this is going to be the Lakewood, Ohio version of ARCOTU, at least the facility. It's a computer station, and we both do a bunch of computer work, Gabriel and I, part of the ARCOTU team. I'm very proud to be part of the ARCOTU team. And here I am talking to people that that are all over the world. I think it's amazing, and I'm going to do my best to make you interested in what we're trying to do here at ARCOTU, because it's a fantastic a fantastic concept that Gabriel has come up with. I met Gabriel about 8 years ago. He called me up on the phone and he said, "Is this Charles Gilchrist?" I said, "Yes." And he said, "I've been doing a lot of research on you." And I said, "Oh yeah, well, what's that mean?" And he said, "Well, here's the thing. You need a manager." And I said, "Well, you know how long I've been trying to draw a manager into my life? I've been trying, I've looked all over the place, I've been praying, I've been asking the universe to provide it. And it's been years. I mean, you know, you're awfully slow." He laughed. So we made arrangements to get together. He drove down from Detroit, and we spent a couple of days together, and he looked at all my work, and we started talking, and to make a long story short, he turned into a really good student, an excellent student, maybe the best student I've ever had. And it's been 8 years of studying with me because he was very interested in sacred geometry. And I helped him through the various phases. When he would come up against something that confused him, he would ask very intelligent questions, blah, blah, blah. And he was an incredible student. And then, all of a sudden, after several years, he said, "I've got this idea. It's called ARCOTU. It's after your phrase, sacred geometry is the architecture of the universe." And I said, "Wow, that's cool, that's interesting." And then he started to tell me about how it was involved in his past. It was all about construction on a massive level. He was doing all kinds of incredibly large pieces of construction, and he had all kinds of history in that area. He also had some tremendous success as a teenager in the music business. And so he's a musician, he has an artistic side, and he also has this very masterful kind of engineer kind of side. And the ARCOTU company was designed to be sustainable, to use green-oriented natural products which dump the toxicity, in which we all know the building trade is loaded with toxicities at this point. So the point I'm trying to get to is that this has happened to me before. I have a student, and I share everything I can with the student, and then the student finds a way to use sacred geometry in a way that I never would have dreamed. And that's what Gabriel came up with. He came up with this concept, all based on sacred geometry, and he formed this company called ARCOTU, this visionary company. And he asked me to be a member of that, and I'm very proud to be a member of that. And this is the whole point, because I know I'm talking to people who have all different kinds of skills, just like Gabriel, totally different background than being an artist like myself. And yet, when people get exposed to the perfections of sacred geometry and really do a serious study of it, it affects them in really powerful ways, except that they use it in a way that I never would have dreamed they could use it. And the reason that that is true, I believe I have the answer to that question, because all of this motion in the world that's recognizing the necessity and the advantages of expanded consciousness is a powerful reality. And it's all based on the holistic concept that we are, in fact, intricately connected to everything else in the universe vibrationally. The universe is one gigantic oneness. You know, in the Hindu, the word is namaste. The greeting namaste means the that part of me, which is spirit, recognizes that part of you, which is spirit oneness, and that is the essence of the holistic reality. So, to make a long story short, that holistic reality, that oneness, is the root idea of the holistic movement, and it's also the root icon, or it springs from the root icon of sacred geometry, which is the single point. The single point is the very root manifestation of sacred geometry. And that single point is the essence of oneness from the geometric perspective. So, sacred geometry is the key, is the linking key, the bridge maker in this whole holistic community all over the world. And I'm proud to be a part of that. I am also dedicated to the expansion of human consciousness, which I know this whole project that we're involved with here is also completely dedicated to that. And I'm with you 100%. And namaste, everyone, and I will talk to you again.